Hey guys, it's Mitchell, and my topic that I'll be talking about today will be about transitioning fears, and I guess like some fears with being trans as well. And I had a bunch of fears before transitioning. Um, there was, like the main ones, acceptance and stuff like that. But one of my biggest fears that I feel like nobody really talks about. Um, I don't know if it's because they just don't want to talk about it, or if it just maybe it's like not really a common fear amongst most trans guys. But I towards the end, like I was new as trans, and until I found a word on like how to like put it, I I was able to call it trans. But before I started transitioning, and like right before when I started doing my doctors and making sure that everything was okay, that's when like it started to hit me, and I was like, whoa, like is this really for me? Like I know, like once I do it, like it's kind of gonna be really hard going back if I end up changing my mind. And then I also have my mom on one side being like, you're crazy, and like um why aren't you just content with who you are? And like I think that was scary. I mean, I think sometimes you are gonna ask yourself like, "Whoa, what if this is just a phase, or what if this isn't really me?" And it's a new world, you could say, in which you're entering, and the world, you don't know how it's going to see you and how it's going to take everything. Like it could be a lot worse than how things are now. And I was just like being a little negative at the time, but it was something that was pretty scary. And to me at least, uh, you know, you have to ask yourself what you really want. And sometimes you feel like, you're often told that, hey, when you're young, you don't know what the hell you want by like all these older people, and so you're like, well, fuck. Excuse my language, but um, so basically, what happened to me before transitioning, I almost like weaned out, you could say, and but it was crazy because like all my life I was just fighting for this. I was fighting for testosterone. I was fighting for binders and everything, and just like being me. And it was fine until like it actually started to happen. Like everything started to go down, and I was actually about to get my shot, and then my doctor was like, "Whoa." Or like, are you sure you want this? Because I think you could see that I was hesitating, and and I think I mentioned this in another video too. Like he just got me one of their specialized therapists instead of like mine, and she just listened to me for an hour and was like, you know what, this is what you want. I think you're just scared. And I thought about it, and I was really scared. I was like, oh, like the time has finally come. Holy crap! Like, and I was backing out, and I could see that I do that with a lot of things. I think it's something that I might have to work on. I think that I'll be fighting for something, and once it actually starts coming, I'm like, whoa, I'm scared. I get scared, and like I'm scared of the new opening. But you should always be um, very open to new openings, you could say. And I'm very glad that I did it. Um, um, I don't regret one bit, and I would have regretted it if I would have not done it. I think because of fear, and everything's great. It's a lot better than it ever was, and fear about just being transgender. Um, I could name a couple of fears of just being trans, but I could also name a couple of fears of just being human, and I just think that with every fear, there's someone you want to be. Let me see if that like makes sense. Like, you're always afraid of something, and whatever you're afraid of, like once you overcome that fear, it's like, whoa, like you become someone greater, someone that you want to be. You know, someone like let's go say you're scared of like me, I was pretty scared of the ocean at one point, and that like overcoming that fear, I like became like more confident and like a lot happier because the ocean is freaking amazing. But in other words, like being trans, it has its fears, but once you conquer them, like it's not that bad. And I don't know if I'd be able to tell you how to conquer them because everyone has their different experiences, and some don't work for others, and things like that. But yeah, that's my topic on fear, and I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Have a good week.